Hello Seekers, welcome to Punneits Astrology, your one-stop astro channel. Saturn is going to get retrograde in the sign of Pisces, and when Saturn becomes retrograde, this is going to impact our life, especially if you are in a Cancer zodiac. That means your ascendant lord is Cancer, or even your moon sign is Karka Rashi, Cancer zodiac sign. Then Saturn retrograde is going to be a very significant transit for you, because Saturn is actually ninth from your ascendant. Whenever a planet like Saturn becomes retrograde in the ninth house, the circumstances are going to force you to rethink on a lot of factors of life. The circumstances will act like a testing mechanism. It will test if your path is aligned to your actual soul calling, or you are in a completely different track, and you will see that few things will happen which are more like a compulsion, more like it is forcing you to be in a certain trajectory, in a certain path, and this is exactly what we will discuss in this video. So stay tuned, watch the video till the end. And don't forget to subscribe my channel, hit the bell icon so that you don't miss another update. And if you want to take a consultation, you can drop me an email. Why is Saturn transit important for Karka Rashi? First of all, ninth house represents higher knowledge, your experience, your philosophy. Ninth house holds your life. It's like a platform on which the entire life mechanism holds. It's dharma. It is your fortune. It is your bhagya. And when Saturn comes here, it's like somebody is trying to check whether you are in the right track, you are following the right advice, you are in the right direction. It's like a karmic audit in your case. Now, when Saturn comes in the ninth house from your ascendant, it wants to track whether you are following the path of dharma or you are in the path of adharma. Because if you are following the path of adharma, the same Saturn is going to, because it is retrograde, it will bring you back forcefully. It will create unexpected changes. It will create unexpected situational changes, because it rules your 7th house and 8th house. Remember, it's your 8th lord going retrograde in the 9th house. The changes will be sudden, sometimes chaotic, and this is going to test you to the maximum. With respect to career, Saturn is going to be impacting a lot of people who are involved in any kind of business or trading. After all, it's your 7th lord. It can slow down the investment coming your way. It can create partnership related challenges. Because Saturn here is going to shake your belief. Saturn will say, are you doing the career according to what you believe, or are you just, very superficial and there is no meaning attached to your career path? It is going to make you question the long-term direction and purpose in work. It is going to make you rethink on a lot of factors. It is going to make you feel disconnected from the goal, and so that you can sit back on the drawing board once again and replan your career and realize what your true potential is. Maybe you are in a wrong sphere, in a wrong shape, in a wrong career. Saturn wants you to ask you, is your work aligned with your true self, with your true belief? Retrograde Saturn is also going to make you a little detached from your usual career, and if you want to change your domain, if you want to change your career, if you want to go to someplace else, if you want to restart your career in some way, this is a bright time, and this is going to give you a lot of opportunity. Because Saturn is a karmic planet. It is going to bring pressure, maybe from your spouse, maybe from the in-laws. The circumstances force you to shift your career path or roll back certain decisions that you have taken related to your business. Maybe the funds that you were assuming will come may not come. This is the time to focus more on ethical transformation. If you're running a company, focus on ethics, focus on structure, focus on proper execution of everything. A lot of people, especially young entrepreneurs, executive leaders, should undertake training on how to manage the workforce, how to manage the funds, how to handle unexpected outcomes and situations, because such kind of situation will keep on coming. The test is for many, many months. But overall, I will see that this is not going to trouble you in finding a job or securing good profit. The main trouble comes in the process. It is going to force you to correct the process, and naturally the outcome will be accurate, perfect. From relationship perspective, this is the time when the connection between father-in-law and your marriage is actually connecting with each other. This is the time to heal such relations. This is the time to heal some belief system that you were already in. If the belief system is very rigid in your case, this is the time to correct it. Saturn is going to make you rethink on karmic repercussions. Maybe you were having some cultural conditioning that affects your love life or married life, and this is going to force you to go beyond that and maybe redefine the boundary and structure. In this case, this is going to break a lot of illusion. So guidance of guru, mentor, astrologer is very much needed, especially in matters related to spouse's career, finance related with you and your spouse. Say you want to start a joint business, you want to buy a joint asset, property, then karmic guidance is very much needed. A lot of people will also find themselves meeting their life partner. This is the exact time where you can actually find your soulmate. And when I say soulmate, it means karmic marriages, which may result in very beautiful life, which may result in transactional marriage. Totally depends on what your karma is. Now, in this case, conversation around what is the value system, what is the truth, the depth of philosophy will be very high. That means you will reject those people as your companion, as your partner, as your friends, associates, who will not connect with your own mental level. In this case, I will say that you will have to be a little lenient in your approach. There can be conflicts around style of parenting. Maybe you will reject your family's belief system. You might find it difficult to manage both marriage and career, especially because of certain decisions taken by your spouse. Interference from the in-laws can be a big problem, which will force you to connect and change few patterns of your life. Do it very politely and not with a lot of force. This is the time to focus on depth and integrity. Otherwise, the trust will go for a toss. With respect to spiritual growth and belief system, definitely this is the time to question the karma, belief system, faith. Saturn retrograde in the 9th house is like Arjuna standing in front of Bhagavan Krishna, and he's shaken, he's fearful, he does not know whether to fight the very own family with which he was grown, he was raised. And Bhagavan Krishna's intervention was necessary to teach the path of dharma, break the illusion, and tell Arjun why he is Arjun. So that is where you also have to ask questions so you realize your true potential. The old patterns, old dogmas will break down, and all the clear illusions will be cleared. Fake gurus, you will understand the reality of the fake gurus, fake knowledge, and a major spiritual awakening after a lot of hardship is possible. Now, retrograde Saturn can also awaken certain spiritual energies that already reside within you from previous lives, both good and bad. It can awaken the tantra if you were a tantric in the past life. It can suddenly create supernatural problems if you were handling negative energy, or some negative energy always is around you. You need to chant Hanuman Kavach every day so that you are protected from the negative energies. Pilgrimage, going to places of Vedic teachings, Adhyatma, mantra, diksha, sadhana, all this is possible because this is karma. A lot of karma kand will happen for you. Going to places like Kashi, which is near the bank of a river, because this is a, you can say, Shravan month dedicated to Bhagavan Shiva, pouring water on the Shivling, doing Rudrabhishekam will be a very good remedy for you. But I will say that this is the time to reconnect with your teacher, reconnect with your old school thoughts, humbleness, otherwise it will break you in how many ways nobody can imagine. So do not test a retrograde Saturn, because retrograde Saturn is taking your spiritual test. In this case, I will say that anyone who has problems related to liver, lower hip, lower back, anyone who has sciatica related issue, nerve related issue should be careful. Joint related issue should be careful. Definitely you are thinking a lot and it is difficult for you to understand the reality, and this will make it a little difficult to accept few facts, because those facts are very radical in thought and it can change you. So this is the time for accepting the truth while you are doing a detoxification. Meditating on the Mooladhara Chakra, praying to Bhagwan Ganapati, doing yoga, Kriya Yoga will be helpful. Oil related therapies, Shirodhara, oil massages using essential oils, activating your mood through lavender oil is going to be very helpful during this time. Meditating by placing a crystal of amethyst in front of you, wearing amethyst bracelet is also good for you because it channelizes the spiritual energies of Saturn, and a lot of self-study is to be done because it's after all your dharmic path and you have to follow your dharma. Visiting Shani temple, offering mustard oil to Bhagwan Shani Dev, and then praying to Bhagwan Mahavishnu by chanting Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, reading Bhagavad Gita is definitely a very good remedy. And some traditional remedy that can be done is Navagraha Havan, Shani Shanti Havan, Rudra Abhishekam, and also praying to the Lord of the house, that means the Rashi Lord where Saturn is placed. If you want to book any of these pujas, you can contact my team. The email ID is in the description box. But when Saturn is in the Pisces, it wants to purify you, and this is a retrograde Samudra Manthan. And because you are a water zodiac sign, your emotions will be put to test. Be ready.